video. Back at you again. Today we're gonna install some mud flaps on the Honda CR-V. Okay, YouTube, so I own the Honda CR-V 2017 year, but this is a EX model, not the EXL or Touring. One thing that I noticed about this car since I've owned it in the last month or so is that it gets dirty fairly quickly because of the wheelbase. So like if you look here, I tried to wipe it off and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna make the video today, so it'll be a good reason to record. So if you look, I get a lot of water splash, dust and all that stuff on the side of the car here, and then if you look at the back, it does the same thing. So in this video, I want to show you guys how to install mud flaps on the Honda CR-V 2017 and up, or whichever Honda CR-V you have, except the Touring, because the Touring comes with mud flaps. And it comes with all 4 mud flaps. These is obviously the back, the longer ones are the front, obviously. It comes with the hardware you'll need to mount them to the car. It does not come with instructions, unfortunately. And it's made of some sort of hard plastic, but it is bendable. Like, it does flex and it does bend. Yeah, so all you'll need is just a small Phillips head screwdriver to install these mud flaps. So let's get them installed. What you have to do is take off. So what you have to do is take this screw off and then take this screw off on the inside. It's just this one and this one. And then this screw here, this clip here, you don't take it off. You drill the screw into that one. Mad easy. So let me just turn the wheel real quick and I'll show you what I mean. All right, so the screws you want to take off is this one right here with my mini Phillips. And thank goodness that these screws come pretty long, because it has to go a long way when you put on the mud flap. And then this screw in here, I don't think this is gonna work. Yeah. So I had to come up with like a nifty little gizmo. Let me show you what I made. I know I'm not the only one that made one of these. Like, it's just a drill bit, small hex, and then a small ratchet. Oh man, this is one of the neatest things someone has ever shown me some time ago, but it works. And instead of me having to have one of those mini drills or screwdrivers, I just made this, man, and saved myself money. All right, so let me just take this off real quick. Okay, so now that I have this all ready to go, if you look, like in there, this one goes there, this one goes here over that hole, and then this one here at the very top. I didn't take this one off, but that hole is where I'm gonna drill the screw into, and it lines up perfectly on that hole. Yeah, so I clearly will not be able to do this with just my left hand. Let me just mount this in place and I'll show you guys what I mean as far as mounting it to the car. All right, so what I ended up doing, as you can see, these are still loose. I just mounted this very top one. I drilled it into place, and it does fit snug, as you guys can see. It does fit snug on this side. I just need to clean it off. But let me just go ahead and put these screws all the way in, and that should be the video. I'm gonna try to show you this as best as I can, but it doesn't appear as much on this side as I thought it would. But if you look at those small holes, those indentations, that's where the screw holes on here lines up. And then there's one on the bottom that you cannot forget, but to mount the one on the bottom, you have to use this clip with this black screw. So let me see if I can show you what I mean when I say that. Oh, and then these indentation holes, what I ended up doing was I used a drill and I drilled these screws with the washers into these 2 holes to get it to lock up on the car. I almost said bike, so used to saying bike. But if you look, So let me see if I can zoom in. So if you look at that little hole right there, right here, that's what I'm gonna drill the screw into. I'm by myself and I'm using one hand to record. So I'm just gonna put them in place and I'll show you what I mean. But before I do that, I want you to see how this screw goes in. The lip, the flange part that goes up, it goes on the car like this. So the lip faces up, and if I can just see over, and it goes over the hole. All right, so now this hole will line up, and on these two holes here, 1, 2, I'm just gonna drill into. All right, so I got these 2 screws in place. The only one left is the one on the bottom, so I'm gonna grab my drill really quick. If you look at the car from this angle, I have both mud flaps on one side. Whatever you do to one side, you do on the other side. So, close the door real quick. As you guys can see, I installed the mud flaps on this side, and the car is starting. Now the car is starting to look like a touring all-wheel drive model, except I don't have all-wheel drive because I like to save on fuel, and I don't mind front-wheel drive living in the state that I live in. So I want to thank you guys for watching. I hope that you guys really enjoyed this Honda CR-V mud flap install. It's been awesome doing it, and I hope I can help someone out there that wants to do this to their car. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day.